How long can you expect to take to build your flight simulator? What's up, guys? Everybody, I was going to make you a video this morning, and I tried to shoot some footage while I was in the car heading out to an actual physical fly-in down at the airport. I had pancake breakfast. If you guys are pilots already, you guys know what those are all about. So how long does it take to build a flight simulator? How long does it take to build something like this? And the answer really is, it's up to you. How much time do you have? How much money do you have to put into it? How much time do you have to research this? I'm going to keep this pretty quick. I think most of you guys probably already know the answer, and it's really as long as you want it to be or need it to be. So if you need something next month and you've got $2,000 or $3,000, then you could probably buy some off-the-shelf essentials and have something ready to go within a few weeks, pretty quickly, pretty easily, and be using it. Now, if you want to get a little bit more crazy, you want to be a little bit more fun and interesting, and go out there and start building a Cessna 172 cockpit or find something, then yes, it's going to take a little bit more time. If you want to get into this thing and really start setting up multiple monitors and put them around a cockpit that you found at the junkyard, then, which, by the way, if you know of a junkyard, where to go and find something like that, that'd be totally awesome. But let me know. You don't have to start there, though. You can start with some basic essentials and then build that kind of stuff later. You can always rebuild or recreate. Just because I stuck this in a metal frame, also known as the panel from Stay Level Avionics, it doesn't mean that that's what I'm stuck with. You know, there's going to be revisions. There's going to be rebuilds. I'm going to get probably bored of the same style of aircraft, and I might want to build something again one day. So far, I love this thing. I love what I have. And I have a modular panel ready to go for when I'm ready to upgrade to the GTN 750, and I want to fly, something a little bit more advanced. Right now, we're sitting at the 530, 430 level, and a lot of this really just depends on how much time you have waiting for things to come in. How much stuff do you want to experiment with? You're going to have your research phase. A lot of people spend a lot of time researching, playing around. I probably spend 2 or 3 months researching, looking online and just seeing what's compatible with what, meeting people, trying to pick people's brains, trying to see who would write me back and actually give me that time of day, right? Who's got the answers to the questions that I have? A lot of those were compatibility-based issues. What works with what? What works with the Mac? What works with the PC? What's better, X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Simulator, or Prepared or Prepper 3D, whatever you guys want to call it, right? So those are the kinds of questions you want to get figured out during that research phase, and then get out there and buy stuff. If you buy something and you don't like it, make sure that whoever you bought it through has a return policy so that you can send it back and buy something else from somebody else. Maybe you don't like your transponder. Maybe you don't like the Garmin 530 that you bought, right? And you're like, I'm not feeling this one. It's not really going to fit my the way that I want to mount this. Send it back, get your money back, and put your money somewhere else. You can get different priced versions. You can get different levels of quality for some of these. So get what fits your budget, and when you figure out whether or not that it's all going to work for you long term, then that's when you can think about mounting it. That's why we have an experimentation phase. So you're going to go from this research phase to like an experimentation phase, where you're putting your money on the line, you're buying stuff, you're putting it together and seeing if it all works. You're plugging it all into the PC and seeing if it even functions. If you can't get it to work, then there's no reason in solidifying it, right? So make sure that all of that stuff works. Your experimentation phase, as you're buying stuff, figuring out what you want best. You might buy an LG yoke and it may not be your cup of tea. You might be like, I'm going to try the honeycomb or the yoke, right? So you're going to try different things along your way, and then of course down the way, the companies that you've grown to like and all this research, they're going to come out with bigger, better, newer stuff. I tell you right now, it's probably the bigger, shinier object thing. Probably not going to matter that much unless you really just want to try out and learn something new. The different yokes, there's not that much of a difference between them. This is your taste, all right? So make sure you get what you want. Make sure that you've played around with it for long enough. You could, I think, between the experimentation phase and research phase before I solidified and executed everything, probably about 3 or 4 months. And the whole process from start to finish, maybe about a 6 month process. And that doesn't include the fact that I used X-Plane and a mouse for about a decade before I was like, you know what? I'm going to build a cool looking physical flight panel, and I'm really going to get into this. We're going to take this whole flight simming thing to a whole new level. So technically, could I say it was 10 and a half years to build what I had? What about this extra monitor? When I finished mine, I didn't have rudder pedals, nor did I have this ultra wide 49-inch monitor. I did not have that. I had a couple freebie crap monitors that I got from work, but they worked fine. They worked just as good as they needed to, but I didn't like the bezel in the middle, and I thought that it could have been a little bit bigger. It could have made for a more interesting experience, and I was right. It makes a much better experience, but I didn't do that for almost a year after I finished it. So does that take it to a year? And does that mean it took a year and a half to build my flight sim, or 11 and a half years? I don't know, guys. It really doesn't matter. We're splitting hairs at this point, So really, the process is however long you want it to be, however long you want to continue putting your flight sim together, and just enjoying the process. If you never finish it, you can just enjoy the process for as long as you're allowed to get away with it. So that's kind of where I'll leave that. There's a lot of great things in the flight simming world. Just enjoy the new things. Put together more than one sim. Just enjoy what you can do with it, guys. It's just an ongoing thing that you're just always going to enjoy. So don't worry about how long it's going to take. You can have something up and going in 2 weeks if you really want, but if you extend it out and just try to enjoy the process, then it could take years, but you can enjoy all of those years. So have fun with it. That's my final word on that. Enjoy your journey. All right, guys, I'll leave you guys with that. If you guys enjoy this content, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in another video. And that's pretty much it. Okay, see you.